Good early morning to everybody. For this video, I just want to go over the GFS from the overnight run. This is the 0Z run. Before we get talking about the possible, well, I shouldn't say possible, the Tropical Storm Joaquin for this weekend, let's go over the rainfall overnight and throughout the day today and tomorrow. As we start here with the GFS system, take this model out into the future. Tomorrow, I think I'm recording this at midnight tonight, so by the time you watch this, the rain should have died down by now. And as we get in the afternoon hours, on and off showers is possible, but I don't think it'll be any substantial rain by any means. Now, as we fast forward this into Thursday, rain will build back into the picture. On top of what we already seen, which many of us already seen, between 1 and 2 inches, even in some locations, 3 inches of rainfall. We can expect between now and tomorrow another. Let's see here. We're looking at another. All right, here's Dauphin County. We're looking at another between ½ inch and 1 inch of rainfall. Take right here. That seems pretty realistic. That puts our region anywhere between 2 and 4 inches of rainfall before the tropical storm Joaquin even approaches here. Now for areas to our south, in like Virginia and North Carolina, those areas have been hit hard this week. They've actually already received upwards of 6 inches of rainfall, and they actually may get hit even harder than us with Tropical Storm Joaquin. Anyways, let's talk about Tropical Storm Joaquin while we're at it. First, I want to look at the wind field here. This is, let's zoom out, or let's fast forward here too. Alright, here's late Saturday night. So, originally I wanted to say the time frame of this storm system to come up the coast would be Saturday morning through Monday. It seems like the models are starting to push this back, the start time back. So this is late Saturday night. And here you already can see Tropical Storm Joaquin coming into the picture. Let's just take this. Alright, so here's early Sunday morning. The low pressure is now right off the coast of the Outer Banks. It's taking a northwest track, kind of like Sandy a little bit. Sandy was more north. As many of you know, Sandy kind of went like this. And did a little hook. Do I think that will happen again? It's too early to tell. I'm just being honest. It's way too early to tell. However, the GFS is now in agreement with many other models. I should say many hurricane models out there that we have, taking this system into southeast Virginia. Now we don't have an official track yet, but anywhere between these two lines seems to be a realistic point of where this storm may track. Now it still may go out to sea. That's probably not too realistic, honestly. At this point, most models are agreeing that it at least sideswipes the coast before heading harmlessly out to sea. Again, I don't have an official forecast out yet, but I will know much more by later tonight. So probably by tomorrow I'll have an official forecast out. Alright, we're looking at the wind gusts here. Valid. Alright, this is valid Sunday morning. We're talking right around the center of the low, on the northeast side of the low, and right around it. Wind gusts between 72 miles an hour and 88 miles an hour. Or, sorry, this is actually knots. So, actually, it would be even more than, it would actually probably be, trying to do the math real quick. I can't do it off the top of my head, but it would actually be over 100 mile an hour gusts, with I'm sure sustained winds between 60 and 80 miles per hour right around the DC metro area, and Baltimore, and Northern Virginia, Southern Delaware, those locations, or I'm sorry, Southern Maryland and Southern Delaware, those locations actually could get hit, according to the GFS, really hard by this storm. Now, for our neck of the woods, we're looking at wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour, which is still pretty dangerous. Many structures could get a little bit of damage. Trees, power lines, those things. They could be on the lookout for some power outages throughout the area. Again, too early to get ahead of ourselves for specific numbers, but I just wanted to tell you, give you a brief rundown of the GFS. Let's look at the total rainfall here, predicted by the GFS system. Alright, so when looking at this, the GFS here is predicting a nice swath of 5 to even 10 inches of rain in this general area, between southern New Jersey and North Carolina, with, you can see, some isolated locations of 10 to 12 inches of rainfall. This would create some pretty significant flooding. Flooding, though, in general, along the coastal areas is not the biggest problem. The biggest problem would be the storm surge, and if the GFS is right in some of these other models, these beaches would have significant damage, including Ocean City, Maryland, Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, any other beaches in the ocean, or near the Ocean City, Maryland area, southeastern Virginia, Outer Banks. We could be talking about devastating, depending, it all just depends on the trap and how strong it is, of course. But at the very least, significant damage is possible. And of course, for our area, between York, Lancaster, Franklin, Adams County, Lebanon, Dauphin, Cumberland, Perry, all of South Central Pennsylvania were under the gun. According to GFS, 3 to 4 inches of rain. Now, some models still suggest double the amount. Some suggest not nearly as much. By tomorrow night, I still think we'll have a better idea of amounts, whether this storm will be a hurricane, tropical storm, some kind of hybrid system. We don't really know. So let's take a look we're going to take a look at the recent update from the National Hurricane Center. It has, right now, Tropical Storm Joaquin has a maximum sustained winds of 70 miles an hour and a central pressure of 988 millibars. So it's pretty darn close to a Category 1 hurricane, and it's still way down here. We're talking it has a good 48 hours before it even comes close to the eastern seaboard to strengthen. So I don't want to speculate too much here, but depending how strong this could get, areas along the coastal areas and even 50 to 75 miles inland could be heavily impacted. That even I should say, I shouldn't just limit to the coastal areas, because inland areas will get heavily impacted by flooding rains. I'm just more worried about the coastal areas for the wind damage and the storm surge. Alright guys, I think that will be it for now. I'll have more updates later tonight. I don't have much time on my hands today, as I have, of course, school, but I also work tonight. So I'll try to get, I'll have a post sometime late tonight, probably after 10 o'clock. But I'll try to keep you updated as much as I can. Alright, thanks for watching.